Alright, this is for section S, the trunk light. And this product, I will have a demo video following this one. And certainly, as always, be sure to listen to be damn sure to listen to the comment section on this video, because there are, a couple of issues about this product that you need to be aware of in terms of technical things you got to look at technically to make it really work. But basically, it's a trunk light, that magnetically attaches to a car's trunk and automatically comes on when they open the trunk. Now, why is that needed, you ask? Because most trunk lights in most cars really suck, and it'd be nice having that extra light. You can just stick it anywhere. It's battery powered, and basically it points down. This part here pivots, to face in a downward direction. Although it doesn't too well on my prototype, but that can be fixed. But you can see that it the light itself will point in a downward direction as the light is shifted. And the key to this type of product was coming up with a switch that's not going to cause the light to turn on every time you go through a pothole or go over a bump. So but basically it's a neat little light, and I do talk about some other embodiments in it, so certainly read the text. But again, it does require some special batteries, which aren't that special, but they're still not just something you can go down to the Home Depot and buy. They're readily available on Amazon. They're a little more premium. Maybe you can source them through a Chinese manufacturer cheaper. But if you happen to be Energizer that I'm offering this to, then you already make these things. But still, they are a special purpose battery. That is going to be a higher temperature battery, because these are going to be exposed to some high temperatures. And you also got to make sure you use the right magnets. Neodymium magnets would be pretty much out of the question on this. So you're going to have to go with some samarium cobalt, something that's much higher temperature, but still strong, because it's got to be a strong magnet in all likelihood to stick to the trunk. And again, not fall off every time you go through a pothole. You don't want that happening. So, in any event, though, it's still a product that, it's been in my notebooks for a long, long time. And I do have some other embodiments in mind too, by the way, but it's a product that I think can be done practically, and it's a product that probably would work on as seen on TV. That's the irony about it, is this actually could perhaps sell on its own, because enough people, I think, will know what I'm talking about. The trunk lights are generally just inadequate, for lighting up your trunk very well. They're just not very good at it, and all the cars I've seen, they don't have very good trunk lights in them. I do discuss an alternative embodiment that is a wired version of it in here too, where you can actually just screw it into the, and take the place of your existing trunk light and power it off that, and then it just kind of magnetically sticks wherever you want it up in there. But at any rate, the fact of the matter is that it's a neat little idea, but I'm a little sour on it just because of the fact that it does require special batteries, and samarium cobalt magnets are going to be more expensive in all likelihood than neodymium, because at the end of the day, neodymium becomes very popular magnets. So even though they're a rare earth material too, they are so popular, it's gotten their cost or the price down. But anyway, the device certainly has some merit, and we'll discuss it some more in the demo video, because again, I do have a demo of it. This is a little weight basically that triggers the limit switch when the light, as you see it here, is in a certain position. So if the light aiming down, the weight will roll and actually cause a limit switch to trigger. However, because of its angle and the way it's designed, when the trunk is closed, it'll generally be in this position here. And because of that, again, if you bounce through a pothole or whatnot, usually the bar will kind of bounce up and down, and will not be as inclined to, go up an incline and do a false trigger on the light switch, draining your batteries. So, and again, the weight doesn't have to be very big, but again, and this whole light should be more compact than my prototype. But again, I was kind of, stuck with the limitations of what I had to work with in my toolbox and everything, so this is the best I could do at the time. But in the end, this is a product that does have merit, and I think it would sell. And you probably get away selling it with regular batteries, but they'd leak probably, just due to the temperature. And I'm sure it wouldn't last long, I wouldn't imagine. Because the car trunks can be exposed to a lot of heat, especially given the fact that this is in close proximity to the lid too, which doesn't help. But still, it's just going to get awfully hot in the trunk, no matter where you're at in the trunk. For a battery. So, at the end of the day, I have this powered off a 9-volt battery, and my, as you can see here, my demo. Certainly works this way because this is my actual demo design here. So in any event, that pretty much covers that product now. But just definitely, let's get on to the next video, and then definitely watch the final video on it, because I do have some points I make and so forth that's not covered anywhere else. And definitely read the text, the patent, of course, like always. So